So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to introduce Landon Miller. Landon's going to be presenting today's webinar. Landon is our lead web developer. He's a terrific guy and extremely talented at what he does. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to him.
Awesome. Thanks, Sid. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another installment of LKCS webinar series. Today I'll be talking about responsive web design and how one site fits all. For those of you that are not familiar with LKCS, here's a rather detailed outline of our products and services. LKCS first began as a commercial printing business in 1961. We become a provider in all things marketing, design, print, mail, and web. It's also worth noting that we specialize in solutions specifically for financial institutions. While today's conversation covers web trends, we certainly welcome the opportunity to discuss any other services as well. On the agenda today is an overview of responsive design. I'll cover some of the benefits and also show you a few examples. Additionally, I'd like to talk a little bit about content management systems and provide a demo of our custom tools. We really believe that these solutions will help streamline your web presence. With that being said, let's begin with finding out what exactly responsive design is. Basically, it's a website that responds to its environment. This means that all the page content, including images, layout, everything, responds to multiple devices and screen resolutions with one build. You no longer have to build a separate site for the iPhone, iPad, Android, or whatever source it should be. It's going to automatically adapt to whatever device you're using with the same website. I'll show you some examples in a little bit that might help paint a better picture. But I'm guessing that right now some of you may be wondering, why should I go responsive? I'll paraphrase Jeffrey Bean from Typekit. Every day, the number of devices and browsers that need to work with your site grows. Responsive design is a fundamental shift on how websites will be built for decades to come. It really wasn't that long ago that we had a standard screen size that we designed for, but that's all changed. To better understand one of the needs of responsive design, here's a quick example of how my family browses the web. My grandparents like to sit at their desk and use their desktop computer with a monitor. My mom likes to sit on the couch in the evening, watch TV, and browse on her iPad. My dad likes to travel a lot, so he's browsing on the web on his laptop. And my younger sister, she's in college, and she prefers the iPhone. Fortunately, statistics show that my family members aren't the only ones with these type of habits. In 2012, mobile traffic grew by 70%. Also, 45% of adults ages 18 to 29 do most of their surfing on mobile. And over 2/3 of cell phone owning Americans are using their phones to check email and surf the web. While 21% of them use their devices as a primary way of accessing the internet. These are some pretty interesting stats. They also tell us that mobile usage is growing rapidly. Stats are always good to know, but there are some benefits to going responsive instead of separate mobile sites. You only have to maintain one site. Since a single site is compatible with all devices, making changes and updates is a much easier task. You also don't need to update multiple versions of your site. This will ultimately save you time and money, as well as reducing the possibility of forgetting to update your corresponding pages. Another huge benefit is that it'll work well on other phones, tablets, desktop computers, and devices that aren't even released yet. This means that no matter what device users pick up, they'll be able to have a great experience. Now, have you ever clicked on a link using your phone, but you're redirected to a mobile site that had nothing to do with the link that you clicked on? Well, responsive design keeps your desktop and mobile content on the same URL, which makes it a lot easier for users to interact with, share, and link your site. And last but not least, it's SEO friendly. But in most cases, you might not even realize that you're looking at a responsive site. However, you can reduce the width of your browser and see how it responds. The first example I'm going to show you is a site for USAA. Now this site is not responsive. As you can see, the screen gets smaller. You'll have to scroll to the left and the right, and it just doesn't work. The next example is Home Lane Credit Union. The site looks normal until you begin to resize it. Notice how it changes as you adjust the browser. All the important elements of the desktop version are still available for mobile users, but they're displayed in a way that accommodates the user. Also notice how the navigation menu visually changes. Next, I'd like to show you a few more examples of companies that I think are doing responsive design extremely well. Now this is the website for Garmin. On the left, you'll see the full version of the site, and in the middle is a mobile view. The far right is a view of the navigation menu. This is the view that you'll see if you click on the navigation icon on the top left. It has a bit of a mobile app and look and feel to it. At first glance, you wouldn't think that it was a completely responsive site. Their individual product pages are not only responsive, but they look amazing too. Notice how the image slideshow is displayed differently on all three views. And now this is the website we did for Houston Metropolitan FCU. You can see how the menu and other elements change on different devices. Portions of the sidebar actually relocate under the main banner ad. And this is the final example I'd like to share. It's for Paint Drop. Like others, the larger version is on the left of the screen. On the right is the full mobile version sliced into 2 images. I wanted to use this site as an example for a couple of reasons. First, the site's beautiful. But look at how well each of the elements translates to the smaller screen. The menu automatically transforms into a mobile-friendly version. Also, the toll-free number appears higher up on that page. And that's all I have for responsive design for now. I'd like to go ahead and switch gears a bit and talk about content management systems. These solutions come in a variety of price structures to meet your budget. They allow you to really take control over your site. You can easily manage your site and make changes on your schedule no matter where you are. One that we've been using and recommending to our clients is Sitefinity. Sitefinity makes it easy for any authenticated users to create new pages and edit existing ones. Users can also easily edit site navigation, upload images or documents, and manage user permissions. In addition, it offers unlimited versioning, so you can track changes no matter how old a specific page is. With the right CMS, you can easily update your content from almost any browser. Here's a quick demo. You'll go and you'll log into your content management system. This is Sitefinity. You click Edit Content. Then select the content that you'd like to change. You'll see the toolbar up at the top. This toolbar allows you to style your content, add images, links, tables, and even edit HTML if you like. If you want to add a link, just click the link icon. You can choose a web address or select a page within the site. For this example, we'll just link to the contact page. The editor works very much like Microsoft Word, so you can style text by selecting it and clicking the bold icon. If you want to remove a link, just select it and click the unlink icon. Then once you're finished, you can save as a draft or you can publish the changes immediately. It's a really great solution, but you don't necessarily need a CMS to begin managing your own content. We've built some custom solutions that will help keep your website up to date and looking fresh. A few of the tools I'm going to show you today will help manage your banners, announcements, and rates. I'll start off with the Banner Manager. As you know, banner ads are a very common web trend. With our Banner Manager, you can easily add and edit your banners and promotions. I'd like to give you a quick video demonstration of the Banner Manager in action. Now, this is a new website we're currently building for one of our clients. You'll notice that there are currently only 2 active banners, and we'd like to create one for a new auto loan promotion that starts today. First, we'll log into our control panel. You'll notice that there are a few banners already created within the system. Some of them have a green dot. This tells us that the banner is published. Let's go ahead and continue setting up our auto loan promotion. Just hit create a new banner. We'll need to enter a title that describes the banner. We'll go Suite Auto Loans. Next, we'll enter the link that we want the user to go to. There are also date fields that you can schedule banners for a specific date range. We'll skip that part for now and just go to choose File, find our banner that we want to upload. And when we're done, we'll just hit Create Banner. Now we can see a small preview of our new banner, and we can drag and drop it to the position we want it to be in. We want it to be in the number 1 position for now. Now let's go ahead and publish our banner. Click on the dot. And we can go back to our home page to see it in action. Now if we hit refresh, there's our new auto loan promotion. And as you might have guessed, the code that the Banner Manager displays is fully compatible with responsive sites. It's a pretty handy little tool. Now let's talk a little bit about the Announcement Manager. It functions a lot like the Banner Manager, but instead of uploading an image, you have a word-type text editor for your content. The top photo is a view of the Announcement Manager backend. Then in the bottom right, you can actually see what it would look like in action. You can schedule announcements for a certain date and time. It's great if you have an alert that you need to show right away, or if you need to schedule an announcement that you'll be closed for a holiday or something like that. Additionally, it comes with the same drag and drop reordering functionality, just like the Banner Manager. And as I mentioned earlier, we specialize in working with financial institutions. For them, updating rates is a common task. I'd like to give you one final demo video of the Dynamic Rates Manager. The first view is what your user would see on the home page. And if you go here, this is the back end. And you can just change whatever rates you want to update. And the changes save automatically. Just hit refresh, and you'll see that the rates are updated now. It's really that easy to maintain your rates. So just a quick recap. Today we covered responsive design and how websites automatically adapt to whatever device you're using. We talked about how mobile usage is growing. I highlight some of the benefits of responsive design and how you only need to maintain one website. We also got the chance to talk about content management systems and some of our custom solutions that are available to you. I also want to take this opportunity to let you know that if you enjoyed this webinar or wish to learn additional ways LKCS can help you in your marketing efforts, please join us on January 8th for the next presentation titled Got Loans, Credit-Based Marketing. Our Vice President of Business Development, Sid Haas, will be discussing new and creative ways for growing your loan business. You can register now online at www.lk-cs.com/webinar. And that's all I have for you today. I hope that I was able to give you a good overview of responsive design, If you haven't done so already, I hope you're considering a mobile solution in the future. And if you need any help along the way, we do that. Again, thank you for attending, and if you have any questions, feel free to submit them using the question box provided.
Landon, we have had a couple of questions come in.
Okay.
One question is there anything in place that keeps track of changes that are made?
For Sitefinity, yes, there is. In the revision history, it keeps track of every change that is made, and it has a notes area that you can make comments about too.
Thank you. There's another question, and that is the CMS product your own or customizable from other software?
The CMS is actually provided by a third party, Telerik, and they create the product Sitefinity. So we don't own it, but we do license it out.
Sitefinity is a commercially available product. LKCS is a partner with Sitefinity, so we have the ability to resell it and provide support for the software as well. Another question for you, Landon. Are there any limits to the number of articles or pages you can have?
No, there's no limit.
So those are all the questions that I see for now. We'll certainly remain on the line for a few more minutes to answer any other questions as they come in. But again, on behalf of Landon and I and everybody at LKCS, I want to thank you for attending today's webinar. We are available anytime to answer your questions or provide demonstrations or further information about either responsive websites or any of the tools that Landon displayed today during the webinar. So please feel free to reach out to Landon or anybody at LKCS. We'd be happy to schedule a demonstration for you. Thanks again for attending.